Now talk say the title for this song now wait again. I never hear anything fine. More hear that girl voice again for day.
Kongosa,
Wonderfulish. I say now wait again.
Kongosa,
I did find the title for this song. Give me that name again.
Kongosa,
I beg. More will open all the vocals and hear this name for this song.
Kongosa,
It did like this song will worry you. More here again.
Kongosa,
I opened the other one then too. The man picking them made they join the
Kongosa,
aha. Now we all man is sing one thing so.
Kongosa,
They talk to that Kongosa. Okay, wait to go happen if we add the rest of the music now, no? The girl say he call my name or now who call who in name or I don't know.
Call my name.
You say I call your name? My dear, I call your name to how now, massa. Therefore, any time I produce the music, say me the music come on fine. Now for your sake, the music will come on all of my sake. Wait to be a telephone number. You see me, I call you. Wait to be a telephone number. I'll call you then run you the same time, master, my dear. I beg, let me here talk there. Now I make all my hear the music fine. You did for below, wonderful. I did for below. I make him bring that guitar for that guitar for piano, that guitar. Now, one of the things that we do in the studio is before we do the final mix down and then go into mastering, we know that most of the people out there in the outside world are not going to have the same equipment that we have in here, right? So, for example, we have these speakers, okay, over here that we're playing from, all right? And these are nice because these are very good speakers near field, all right? But in the real world, they're not going to be that crispy. They're not going to sound that good. And so when you make everything sound clean here, the result in your car, for example, or in your laptop could be disastrous. So what we do is we take that track and we play them on additional speakers, such as this one over here, which we've customized as well with our horns and tweeters. And then we hear how the song is going to sound through a PA. So when a DJ is playing this song, we can have a feel right here in the studio as to how it's going to sound, and then we tweak it a little bit to optimize it for that speaker. We also understand that not all DJs are going to be running on three-way speakers. A lot of them use two-way speakers. In other words, you have a high and a mid, okay, in one system, and a subwoofer on the bottom, which will complement the mid-range. So again, we're going to play it on this speaker, and then we're going to EQ and do a little bit of mixing and balancing to make sure that it sounds good on a two-way system as well. And then we cross average all those mixes to get our final mix. So this is the making of the song Kongosa, right? Kongosa, Kongosa. If you want, you can find for Pidgin Kongosa. But the very unique thing about this song is the first of all, the collaboration, or the degree of collaboration that was put into it, starting off with talents from our brothers back in West Africa, and then coming over here to the main center studio, and then of course tapping into talents overseas as well. And of course you now have us with all the different tracks, and then we're doing the master mix, and we're adding the actual live elements. At the core of this song, okay, at the core of this song, we actually have the Ketron, or two of them actually, the Ketron Audio and the Ketron SD9. And why am I bringing this up? Because the live aspect of the music, the live drums, the live guitars, okay? The live bass that you're going to hear very, very shortly are all coming from this keyboard. And that's the one thing that's kind of hidden in the music industry, being able to use a machine of this magnitude to create music right here, right in your studio, right? So most of the tracks have been done already, but we figured we'll take you behind the scenes as we've started doing and showing you like the different things that we've been working on, okay? We have vocal tracks here from our dear Adele Clarice, and just to give you an idea of what she sent in, we've done some polish up a little bit, but this is what you're looking at right now. Okay, so if I go, I'm going back and forth between the cameras here, but here we go. Start, and you can see her tracks right there. Now, just for the background vocals, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 12 background vocal tracks in this song. So if I go back to the beginning of the song, you heard the but if I do this, let's go back to the beginning and hit start. See? And we intentionally added a lot of reverb there in the beginning. Of course, when you listen to what we did in the other aspect of the song, you'll understand why. Now, what's very interesting is the, if I go back into the drum tracks and you listen to the, let's see if we can just solo the drums and bass coming out of the Audio 5, okay? Again, if I go into the manual drums, then you can actually hear how this see, so pretty much all the instrumentation, okay, all your sounds coming out of here are actually live sounds, okay? You don't need any more extra processing once you use them in the studio, okay? And what do I mean by that? If I go and pick a bass, all right, let's go into the bass category, and I pick the acoustic bass, okay? Let's see. So that bass sounds live because it's an actual live bass, okay? If I go into guitars, so these sounds, you're going to actually hear them in here. But let's go back to what I was trying to get before. Kongosa drums, right? Solo that, and then go back to the beginning of the tracks, and we can hear that, okay? Now let's bring in the bass right here. So you can hear, again, this is a little bit different from what we normally see in today's music, because a lot of the music that's done today is done solely on the computers, but we're trying to go back to old school, right? So we're using the computer more as a tool versus an instrument, okay? We're using it as a tool. We bring in our ideas, we bring in our knowledge, our musical background, and use the computer as a tool to facilitate the recording, to replace the let's say the 8-inch recording tapes or recorder CDs and stuff like that, or the actual recorders, right? And the mixer and all that kind of stuff. We still have a mixer over there too as well, once the people come in to do their live recording of live tracks. But we figured we'll just give you a slight idea of, you know, what happens behind the scenes of this huge production. And putting everything together, it's pretty much, you know, a matter of mixing and laying out the parts, as you can see on your screens right there. And of course, watching those levels. Let's go to your standard drum, standard bass, sorry. That's my standard bass track. Okay, let's go clicking over there.
talking about me. Oh, Kongosa, Kongosa, Kongosa,
Now, of course, you can, you get a full, better idea of the whole song once we get this completed. But I want you to listen to something that we just thought of at the last minute, thanks to some advice from our friends overseas. We threw in some very interesting guitars, again, played on the Ketron Audio 5. And I want you to just take a listen to this. You might go ahead and follow those tracks. Let's go. Now it's pretty hard to believe that that was done on a keyboard, right? But again, I want to just give you the power and the what's under the hood when you're talking about Ketron products and what makes them stand out, from other products. Again, I'm not saying better, I'm just saying what makes them stand out. If you're looking for live sound, live drums, live bass, live guitars, live brass or horn sections, you want to get a Ketron keyboard for sure. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with the end of this song, and don't forget to check out Kongosa when it comes out, when it's released. It's going to be
Elf Benzolo Pachichi featuring Paulo Fap. Yeah. Aye, 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 aye.